Well, hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for March 2025. Let's see what is happening. Attachment. Okay, it's time to let go of some shit, Sag. We're hanging on to stuff that we need to let go of. So it could be patterns that you have in your life. It could be people. It could be just a certain relationship or something. But there's chains holding you back from moving forward. And this card is saying it's time to let go. It could even be the whole way you look at yourself. It can mean many things, and it can be something really, really big, or it could be just letting go of a person. Not that letting people go is easy, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards have to say about that. Yes, it looks like it's time for you to let go of a relationship that no longer serves you, and you've been going around and around in circles. There's some interesting cards in here in that I feel like you've felt like you're in a tunnel. You are going to get to the end of that tunnel and you're going to reach the light. It is coming. But I've got this relationship here, this Three of Swords over a Knight of Rods. It's just a relationship that keeps going around in circles. And maybe you've tried to fix it and have some new starts and some fresh beginnings and all that kind of stuff, but it's not changing. So I'm going to focus on this being a romantic relationship. It could be something else. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a work situation. So whatever suits you or whatever resonates with you the most, use it in that way. But this relationship has been going on for too long. You have waited for too long. You've got these fancy ideas of what this relationship should look like, and it just doesn't look like it. Are you fooling yourself thinking that this relationship looks like this, but in actual fact, it's like that? So there's two different things going on here, and it might be time, or this might be the time in March where your eyes finally open and you think, I can't fucking do this anymore. I'm just going around in circles and circles and circles all the time, and nothing's changing. So why do I think it's going to? Why do I have these big high hopes of this relationship changing, or this workplace changing, or something changing? And it's not. All you're doing is getting more and more hurt. And by the time I get to the end of this spread, it's like, holy crap, things have been said that should not have been said. Sag, you got to let this shit go. You really do. This is something you have to let go of for sure. Now, this is a pattern that you obviously have had before, whether it's with this situation or one before as well. So you might be thinking, oh, for fuck's sake, this has turned out just like it did before. Why is this happening to me? Why do I do this all the time? Why? Well, the answer is in yourself, because clearly when we can't move on, or we repeat patterns and we're not learning from them, we have this low self-esteem or low self-worth, and we keep attracting people that don't treat us well. I think that this person says things. I've got a Knight of Swords in here and a Ten of Swords. Those cards together, that's toxic. Like, that's a person that says mean things. Come on. How much longer are you going to dream about this thing getting better? How much are you going to wait for this to get better? It's not getting better, Sag. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not getting better. So whatever I'm talking about, or whoever I'm talking about, it's time to let it go. And it's not easy. Like, it sounds easy the way I'm talking about it, but it isn't. It could be a long-term relationship of some kind. What if you've had a job for 20 years and it's turned toxic, and there's an asshole that works there and you want to get away, but that's all you've known for 20 years? Your marriage of 20 years, where you're just sick of being made to feel small or like you're not good enough. Anything like that, it's hard, right? But the fact of the matter is, we have the attachment card, which means you let go of this, of your low self-esteem, the thoughts that things are going to change when they're not. You let go of that, and you start this new beginning with an Ace of Rods here. Yeah, it's going to get a bit worse before it gets better, but looking at this here, I've got a Queen of Cups. So you're the one giving, and the person is just receiving, right? They're not giving back. So this is an unhealthy, not an equitable exchange of energy. So all relationships, we have to have an exchange, an equal exchange of energy. Otherwise it topples and the scales go wrong, and then one person's giving more than the other person's taking everything, and you feel like a piece of shit. And my Queen of Swords is the carer, the giver, the lover, the peacemaker, the warrior. This is where you're at. Sorry, that was a bit harsh, wasn't it, all of that? But maybe you just needed a good long talking to about making some changes with your relationship or this workplace, whatever I'm talking about. Walking away, yes, it's going to be hurt. It's not going to be easy, but I've got a High Priest in here. It's time, the timing. The High Priest is all about the timing and the flow of everything in your life, and now is the time, and March is the time. How about that? Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Well, look at that. I was hoping to get some positive cards, and I've got them. So I've got Lemuria here. So even though you're going through this separation and this really hard patch where you have to adjust to this different way, you are actually creating heaven on earth. Holy shit, Sag. So you're actually going to be fantastic at the end of it. Oh God, then you can't beat yourself up about not doing it sooner. That's the other thing. You go, why didn't I do that sooner? I'm such an idiot. No, we're not going to do that either. That's crazy. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? There we go. What path would you take if you knew that you're being supported? Take the path. That's saying that you don't have to worry, like you are going to end up in the place that you're meant to be with. That card touching the Ace of Rods and Judgment, it is the right place. You're going to come out of this cave, out of the dark and into the light. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. Now, as the last card in this row of 3, that makes sense to me. So you're going down the path, right? And you've got to trust that you're going in the right direction, and then you start overthinking it and you think, oh, am I going the right way? The card's saying yes. You're already doing it. You're already going the right way. Keep facing true north. Keep going. It's the right thing to do. So I really like these very positive cards coming out of that negative experience. So it's a complete turnaround in 1 month of getting yourself unentangled or disentangled from this situation or how you feel about yourself, and then it all changes. Unbelievable. Dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. So dream big. Go for your dreams. Don't hold back. What is life without some dreams? There's nothing to go for. Like, you just sit around wallowing in your own self-pity if you don't have dreams and hopes and desires. Self-care. Drowning doesn't always require water. So yeah, look after yourself. Don't get too hard on yourself. I do have a Queen of Cups in here. She is really hard on herself. Like, she'll take the blame for everything, my Queen of Cups. And maybe that's what you've been doing in the past, taking the blame. And this is your time to turn it around. Look after yourself. You're not a bad person. You're a good person. Your Queen of Cups is a lovely person. Protection. So make sure you're keeping yourself protected from any sort of negative energy, anything like that, which means having an Epsom salt bath, doing your crystals, going out laying on the ground, going walking along the beach, along the river, in the bush, whatever brings you that feeling of peace and clarity, do that thing. Sage your house, burn a candle. So many ways we can protect ourselves. Yeah, but it's important. If you want to know what, any crystal is good crystal, right? Clear quartz is your all around everything crystal. All crystals are good, I don't care what they are. But if you're looking for a specific protection crystal, usually the darker coloured crystals are the more protective ones. Now we're going to do a love card. Attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time into your life. Right. So that's interesting, isn't it? Because I've got this big relationship breakdown, walking away from something, someone who doesn't say nice things or treat you well, and you're taking all the blame for everything. and yet at the same time you are attracting the right person at the right time into your life. So that's really nice. That's a really nice way to end this little reading, that just trust in the process. I have got a high priest here, so that's all about timing, and this is you will attract the right person. So if you're leaving a relationship and you think, I'm never going to be in a relationship again, no one's going to want me, I'm not good enough, going to be single forever, don't worry, the timing, you will attract the right person at the right time. So whilst it's a difficult journey for you, Sag, to let go of how your life was, so very hopeful at the same time. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next month. Bye bye.